Yo, guys, what is up? Um, all right, so look, this is gonna be a little bit of a different video, bro, because I don't know. I just decided that I wanted to make it because I was able to come up with 20 things that I dislike about Marvel Rivals. Now, before I even get into this, bro, I'm gonna try to make the video a lot more shorter. I don't want it to drag out for 30 minutes of me talking about issues that everyone already knows about. These are just 20 simple things. Some are big, some are small that I hate about this game. Okay. Now, before saying that, I love Marvel Rivals because of the 6v6 heroes versus villains. It's like Overwatch, it's like Paladins. Played those games a lot. So having Marvel Rivals come out, such a W, bro. Okay, but number one, we're just gonna kick it off. Okay, like I said, I want to make this video quick. I don't want it to drag out a lot. It probably is more likely because I just have a lot of stuff to say about different things, but I definitely don't want it to drag on for too long. So first thing we're gonna start off with streamers. Now, streamers, it's not really necessarily specifically streamers, but it's TikTokers, and it's people that keep watching these TikToks and think everything is dictated off of a TikTok. Okay, for example, BP, right? Let's just start off with a simple character. Okay, I see a clip on a TikTok clip of BP killing 4 people. Someone throws a montage together where they get multiple kills with BP, and then people in the comments like, bro, BP's OP, BP needs to be nerfed. And then I see another clip where on TikTok there's people BP trying to 1v5 and two supports are healing each other, and all of a sudden BP is not getting a single kill, and people call BP bad. Okay, BP is not bad at all. He's such a great character. Everyone knows it already. Okay, but the biggest problem with BP is it's not BP. That's the problem. Okay, the problem is when you have human torch flying in the air, you got Hulk diving, and you got Neymar flanking, and then you got a BP. That's when it becomes a problem. Okay, whenever the whole team plays around diving and distracting and BP is able to catch people off guard, that's when BP is really, really good. Outside of that, bro, BP is not that big of a problem. And a lot of TikTokers and a lot of people posting clips and people commenting and stuff like that, it kind of ruins the vibe overall. Because what happens is people then now come in my games and come in other people's games, of course, and they literally ban BP for no reason, and they ban Spider-Man for no reason. Now, I'm all for banning BP because no one wants to deal with it. Again, it's not that BP himself is so good. It's the fact that when you pair, because people would be like, BP, it takes all of this cooldowns just to get 1 kill. And that's never accurate, because what happens is your team, the BP's team, whoever BP's playing, their team is also shooting at that support. So it's not like BP is running in 1v4ing. BP is running in 6v6ing, meaning as long as he catch one of the supports even just a little low, he's finishing them immediately. This is never a case where I don't understand why people say that. But anyways, next one, okay? Jeff. If I get another Jeff and a 1v2 support comp, I don't understand this whole thing. And I've had it numerous times where every single Jeff I get on my team, I've literally went on losing streaks. One game I don't get a Jeff, we win. I get a Jeff on the opposite team, I'd be happy, bro. I'd be clapping like crazy. I'd be like, bro, let's go. This is an easy win. This is a free win. But I don't understand this whole concept where people do not or want to run Jeff. I don't get it. Rocket was, oh my gosh, I just smacked my mic, bro. I'm tripping. See, this is how mad I'm getting, because it don't make sense. But I don't understand this whole concept where we're running a 1v2 Jeff comp. I don't get, even if I don't care, even a 3 support comp, I still don't want a Jeff. You know why? Because what happens is if we run 3 support comps and on defend, it's okay. On certain maps, it's okay as well. Okay, but running a 3 support comp, the reason why it's so annoying and bad a lot of times is because you never give off enough damage. If Jeff is healing and other 2 people are healing, and we got tanks that are just running forward, you're never gonna make a lot of space because tanks don't do enough DPS to kill somebody and secure a kill. Okay, so the thing is having a three support comp, you're sacrificing another DPS that could be using an ult like a Moon Knight or something like that can be using an ult to kill people. Instead, what happens is I get a Jeff on my team that refuses to swap, so then we have to sacrifice 2 other people to play support that way, and now we're losing on damage. Okay, and then Jeff never gets a kill. He literally tries to swallow 2 people, and then he gets like that little stun animation, and then he just dies afterwards. Either he gets choked out, or Cloak and Dagger cancels his ult, or whatever the case is. Now, the only time I see Jeff actually going crazy sometimes is with Storm, which a lot of people don't even play Storm in my team comp anyways. But again, get Jeff out of here, bro. There's been some games where I had to ban Jeff just to stop other people from playing Jeff, and then if that happens, they throw the game. It's just so stupid. I don't understand why we keep having Jeff. Next one, bro. Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl, Moon Knight, Wanda. This doesn't really annoy me that much. It's really Squirrel Girl. Everyone continuously has a problem with Squirrel Girl. And it's not because of, it's the maps. The maps are all like one little bitty tiny lane that you have to walk through, which literally gives Moon Knight, Squirrel Girl, they can just ult farm all day because everyone's trying to make space, but they keep getting exploded by these stupid just squirrel just doom, 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 jump up in there, doom, doom, just over and over again, bro. It's actually so annoying too. So Moon Knight is not as bad because Moon Knight you still have to have some type of positioning. Squirrel Girl is literally a bot character. I mean, I have 10 hours on Squirrel Girl because I've devoted my entire time, because this is usually what I do on every game anyways that requires, or like that's like a 6v6 type of shooter game, is I play every character in the game, okay, at least for 10 hours or at least a good amount of time to understand their kit, just in case I need to, counter swap, whatever the case is. So I go through and learn every tank, every DPS, every support. I literally have like 10 hours on pretty much every single character, I think, except of course Blade and Phoenix. I don't have 10 hours on them, and probably maybe Hawkeye, I think I have like 8 hours, 7 hours, something like that. But like I play every character enough to understand them. And bro, the amount of times I've played Squirrel Girl and I've gotten ace because it's just you're not doing anything. You're just not doing anything at all. First of all, you're just stat farming. And that's another thing too I was gonna say about, and that's another problem, okay? Stat farming in this game is actually so annoying with Jeff and Ultron. And to speak with Jeff as well is the same thing. I don't understand, sorry, to speak with Ultron as well. Playing Ultron in a 2 support comp. Stop doing it. And it's a problem that for some reason people try to argue with me. That's the most annoying thing too. After the game we lose, after having a 1 support comp, I literally text in chat and then someone starts arguing with me saying, no, I did good. Y'all suck. What are we doing here? I don't understand. Again, I don't understand this idea. And bro, I've been playing Overwatch, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this game has actually been so annoying too. Next problem though, flyers. Flyers is not as bad now, but flyers are only bad because tanks can't do anything. No tanks realistically, except maybe Hulk and Thing, and maybe Mag. Mag does no damage though. So I mean, the only thing I can think of is Mag using his ult to shut down Iron Man, Torch, someone like that, or even Ultron using his ult. But outside of that, no tanks counter flyers. So again, kind of what I was saying with BP, that kind of goes along with the lines. If we have a Human Torch in the air or an Iron Man in the air, we're trying to focus Iron Man, okay? So we go Hela to counter swap Iron Man, right? And then there's a BP roaming around. So now we need someone to counter BP. And then we have a Hulk rushing us. So we need someone to counter Hulk. But we also need more players to be in their backline killing their supports. You see what I mean? This is why we ban BP and we ban someone else. But there's not enough bans in this game. Now we have not only multiple flyers, right? Storm, Ultron, Human Torch, and Iron Man, okay? So that's already flyer. And then Star-Lord, I guess, and Wanda, I guess, somewhat can fly. So we have multiple flyers in the game, right? Permanent flyers and other ones that can just fly in general, okay? Then on top of that, we also have multiple main support ults, which is another issue I want to get into, okay? Main support ults are dumb. We have Invisible Girl, we have Mantis. Mantis now, her ult's pretty good actually. So we have Mantis, Invisible Girl, Luna, and Loki that can also copy into one of those 3 and cause another support ult. And then we have Rocket, which Rocket is not as bad, okay, because he at least has a damage boost to it. But I don't understand why we have so many main support ults. It's actually ridiculous. Where it gets to the point where everyone wants to rock 3 support comps, okay? And when that happens, the problem is a game becomes a standstill where I literally get an overtime, and the overtime lasts 20 to 30 minutes because legit, well, not that long actually, but it goes on for like a good 10 minutes, bro. 10 minutes of overtime. Strange is TPing in. Rocket, every time I pick off someone, Rocket revives them. And then we have to deal with 3 support ults on top of that every few seconds. Especially when you have Cloak and Dagger and Luna getting her ult. And, well, really Cloak and Dagger gets her ult in legit like 30 seconds. When she's constantly healing people, I've seen Cloak legit in the beginning of a game. We're doing so much damage but not securing the kill that she gets her ult in 30 seconds and pops it. And then gets it again. And then Loki copies her and then pops ult. And then you kill someone and then Rocket revives them. It's so stupid. Like, it's just so dumb. It's actually ridiculous, bro. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about. Okay, no regs. No regs goes along with BP, okay? No regs, it goes on with so many characters. But BP by far suffers the worst. And Spider-Man, because their kit is very, very sensitive. So, like, you miss one thing, you got to back up. You got to back up, bro. So, No regs in this game is I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but it's not. I feel like I don't get it as much. They kind of changed it a little bit, but I definitely get it highly. I don't understand why that's a big problem in this game, and for some reason they refuse to fix it. But that is a huge problem too. Um, dumb team ups. Dumb team ups is so stupid. Okay, there's so many dumb team ups in this game. It's actually just like, bro, Bucky and Cap. Why are we slamming shield? Like, Bucky alone by himself is actually not bad because he can at least use it to get away. But Cap makes no sense. For Cap, um, he can only initiate it. He can't do anything. Like I said, Bucky, it reloads his ammo. He can get distance, and on top of that, he can use it to do damage if he needs to, or he can use it to build a get like overshield. Okay, so Bucky is actually not bad on his end, but Cap's team up is horrible. I'm trying to think of some other team ups. I can't think of something on the top of my head. I think Star Lord. I don't know. I don't know. This is a bunch of bad team ups though. I'm trying to think of something right on top of my head. Hela's team up with Venom is not that good either. It's kind of useless a lot of times, and like I think the team ups themselves aren't that bad, but the characters it's with are bad. For example, you're not going to get a Spider-Man and a Human Torch both on the same team, so you're never going to use that Spider-Man team up. I get the same team ups over and over. Rocket and Penny, okay, that's one. That's a pretty good one, right? We have Fang and Invisible Girl, of course, with the whole Fantastic. That's a good team up. But like a lot of other team ups are just stupid, okay, or they're overly strong. Like, why do we have Luna being able to do life still? Okay, now I don't know. Just I feel like a lot of the team ups could be so much better, bro. To me, I don't know. I liked Venom and even bro when Rocket had a Punisher or and what was it, Punisher and Bucky team up at one point with the unlimited ammo. Like that was a crazy team up. Or when we had what was it? Of course, Spider-Man and Venom. And then we had of course Mantis and Star Lord and all them and Adam Warlock. That was alright. We had also Penny with Venom team up. That was okay. But like, bro, I just feel like a lot of the characters just don't get a lot of good team ups. I like how unique these ones are. Like Luna getting attached though for life still is just dumb. It's like the devs don't understand what's going on. And my problem is too, I don't know who the devs are catering for. I really don't. Because I'm like trying to think like devs are trying to they're trying to maybe like cater towards um like casual players, but I really don't know if that's true, bro. I really don't. I get that Squirrel Girl and all of them remain strong and it was a bot people like bot like characters. I understand that part, but like realistically, like I don't know. I just don't feel like that's really a cater. Like they're not buffing Squirrel Girl really. Her team up with Iron Man is really not that bad. It comes back every like 20 seconds. No one ever uses it in the first place. It's Squirrel Girl that's the problem. I mean, I don't understand why they're not really nerfing her, which I don't see what you can really do to nerf Squirrel Girl without making her bad. She's at such a weird spot that I think they need to take off. First of all, the recharge right click, that needs to be taken out. Okay, they need to exchange that for a different ability. But I feel like a lot of the team ups, like I said, are just really bad. I mean, she had a team up with Spider-Man at one point, which is stupid. Human Torch and, the Thing, that team up is not bad. But, yeah, a lot of the team ups are just really bad. Ranking system, we'll talk about that too. Ranking system's really bad, of course. I'm tired of getting people on my team where one game, I obliterate the other team. Next game, I get obliterated. Makes no sense. After I lose one game, I get immediately off and I get back on Overwatch. Okay, I just be cycling through games. Um, Obviously everyone knows that part, so I'm not gonna go into detail about that. And you keep hearing it over and over again. But that's one. That's obviously an annoying thing is a ranking system. They should make it where you lose a lot more points than you gain. You should only gain like 25 points and then lose like 30 to 35 points or 40 points if you lose. That way it keeps everyone down. Okay. The problem is that when you lose, you're losing a little bit of points. When you gain quite a bit of points. But the thing is, if you're going against higher people, you get more points and the other people get less points. So it keeps everyone in this little middle part where Plat, Diamond, and Grandmaster are all legit within the same player. Like you have a Celestial that'd be stuck in Grandmaster or stuck in Diamond because they can't get out because a lot of the players they get placed with are just terrible. And then you get people that are like Plat that get placed with Celestials on their team or Celestial Peaks and they get up in ranks and it's just so dumb. It's actually just retarded. But another thing I hate in this game is gonna be not enough content. Okay, game modes, game modes in this game, there ain't none. Okay, Doom match, they have not changed any maps. Okay, and even going into that as well, the maps are horrible in this game. Okay, a lot of them are. Every new map they drop is terrible, and it's really catered to whatever they're trying to do. For example, when they buff Jeff or change Jeff, whatever they did, because everybody feels like they want to play Jeff now, so it seems like he's buffed. But they made an Ultron map that was such tight spaces everywhere you go. It's just one lane, right? Which makes it way worse because now you have same thing with Phoenix, right? Phoenix and Moon Knight and Squirrel Girl and Jeff literally all are really, really good against a map that has a very tight space. And there's so many maps like that. It's so dumb. I don't understand why there's so many maps like that. But that's another thing too that I hate. But going back to content, right? Doom match. Doom match is so like it's so outdated. Like it's been the same map since it's dropped. They have not dropped any game modes or anything like that just to have fun. If that's the case, casual players could have a lot more fun because they could play other stuff, right? I don't know like what other game modes they would come out with, but they can come out with like I don't know, like they had a cool game mode like even the Jeff game mode that came out at one point where it's like you have to cover the ground and beat the other team. It's a stupid game mode, but it's like it's something else to play. Or the other game mode that was like you vote whatever character and then everyone has to play that character. Like that was cool too. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of other stuff. You could do a free for all match. You can do something like that. That could be cool too. Sorry, they actually did that. I'm tripping. They have Doom match, but just give it new maps, okay? On Doom match, why are we not doing that? And then just create like a custom game where you can join custom lobbies as well. That could be cool too. But and probably bring crossplay. Honestly, I think at this point, console and PC don't need to actively be able to play with each other, or sorry, be able to go against each other. But I feel like there should be a pool where you can include console and PC players. I feel like that'd be cool too. Obviously, another thing too as well that I hate, and I hate every game or every developer or company that does this, is banning chat or reducing the amount of stuff you can say in chat. If you're stupid and you're playing like stupid, I should be able to tell you you're playing like stupid, or you're playing trash, or you're a terrible player right now, or you need to swap right now. I should have the right to do that. Okay, I should have the right, because the thing is, my problem is there's a mute button for a reason. You can mute your voice chat. You can mute chat. Okay. Now I'm not saying like you should be allowed to say racial slurs and something like that, but I'm not buying that. Okay. That's a little crazy. But like, and I get that games can be toxic and be unfun for people and stuff like that. But people don't even talk anyways. That's another problem too. See, that's what I'm saying. Every problem kind of coincides with each other. Okay. So, but not only does people not speak in this game, especially in comp, like if you solo queue, no one speaks at all. It's just people trolling or just throwing the game. I only rarely get some people on my team where they actually are trying to win. Okay. But outside of that, they usually never talk. But my thing is, in text chat, I should be able to call the other team trash if I win, because it's part of gaming. The part of gaming is being able to talk smack literally all the time. Okay. Happens in Call of Duty, happens in Halo, happens in GTA, happens in, I don't know, whatever games that you play that are competitive. You're going to want to talk, just talk your stuff. So I don't understand why a lot of like companies will ban that, bro, because there's a lot of sensitive people. But those sensitive people, you don't have the choice. You don't need to. Sorry, you have a choice. You don't need to be in chat. If you want to, you can hit that mute chat button, and that's fine. Even if they came out with a system where it's like, for you personally, it filters everything out for you personally, that's fine too. I'm cool with that. But why are we banning it for everyone else, where it's like literally if you openly say something that could be taken to offense or whatever the case is, you can be banned from chat? Now that hasn't happened to me yet. I've been calling people idiots and stuff like that still. I've been calling people trash, whatever. It haven't happened. Sorry. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. It hasn't happened to me yet, but like I truly I don't understand why that's the case either. Okay. Another thing is the amount of CCs. The amount of CCs in this game is ridiculous. Okay. Between Emma, Mantis Sleep, Luna Freeze, Hulk Stun. If you want to count Fantastic bumping into you for some stupid reason, Things slamming on the ground, okay, because you can't move anywhere, you can't use any abilities. We have Spider-Man Pool, I guess, could be considered a CC somewhat. You're getting stunned. I don't really care about that because that actually takes accuracy and skill. Okay, we have Hella that can also throw a stun as well, can stun you. And you have Penny that has also a stun. Okay, that comes back every 3 seconds. Okay, Wanda does counts a little bit. Okay, because she shoots out a little ball that stuns you in the middle of it if you walk through it. So that's another thing too. Again, stupid, but it still classifies as CC. I can't think of any other characters outside of that. Bucky Pool is annoying too. Bucky, not really Bucky. Bucky, yeah, it's just Bucky Pool. That's it. So, I don't understand why they add like 1,000 CCs in this game. Okay, because you can get CC, especially for adding Wanda. They need to change her ult around. I don't understand. I get they make her faster or whatever the case is, but like, they need to change that. Wanda literally gets, um, she her CC, like her, you're never gonna pop your ultimate. Okay, it either gets blocked by a shield or you get CC'd. And how long it takes off, sorry, it takes how long it takes to go off, and then on top of that, um, you can get blocked by a shield. Like it's so dumb. A lot of the characters' ults are just like, some of them are kind of underwhelming, right? Even Squirrel Girl, her ult is pretty bad too. It's just so dumb. It's not a good ult. It's just annoying. I mean, there's some cases where you get a tight space map, so it can bump back and forth between the walls, and they make your ult come back really fast. But like I said, CCs in this game need to be taken out, especially for how many they are. Pretty much every, almost like 80-70% of characters have a CC somewhere in their kit, which makes no sense to me because there's so many ults that can get CC'd. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I hate that too. Wolf. Wolf, this kind of coincides with trash players. Okay, I'm gonna put this both together as a category. Okay, trash players and Wolf. Okay, because the reason why I say this is because I hate, there's been an ongoing issue where there's DPS and supports arguing with each other, and each role I've consistently had a problem with. Okay, either I play tank, I make space, I play really well, I drop a lot of final hits, I hit my ults really good with Magneto if I'm playing him, or I'm really protecting the team. Okay, but if I do that, our supports are not healing, or not, whatever the case is, they're getting dove and they can't protect themselves. Okay, literally supports, especially in Viz and specifically Luna, there is no reason a Cap should be killing you. If you both are in the back line, or there's a Loki and a Luna, there's literally no way Cap should be killing you. Okay, now I can understand if it's a Cap, if it's a Psylocke, whatever, 3 people rushing the back line, I get that, I understand that. Okay, but me as a tank as well, they expect tanks to do so much, because again, I've had experience with literally every single role, so I understand every single thing. Okay, but tanks, the problem is with tanks, and I hate playing tank in this season, okay, and last season, ever since they dropped all these flyers, bro, I'm not even trying to play it because it's just so stupid. But specifically, they expect tanks to make space, also pill for the back line, and as well as stop a BP that's moving 1,000 miles an hour. Okay, there's already care, and then not only that, you got to deal with a Wolf grabbing you, you got to deal with an Emma choke slamming you, you got to deal with getting stunned by a Hulk, you got to deal with getting pulled by a Bucky, you got to deal with getting pulled by Invisible Girl, you got to deal with just Penny stunning you constantly if you're playing Cap or Thor. Okay, because legit, they're like, especially if you try to rush in with Thor and Cap, they're like such irritating characters to play. You're pretty much never gonna play them. Okay, if they have an M on their team and they have an Invis and they have a Hulk and they have all this and a Bucky and a Namor and then this whole Gamma Squid thing, like, bro, it's actually so annoying to play a dive tank. Okay, you really can't do much, especially Venom. Venom, he just feeds ults all day. I mean, there's only some rare occasions where I get to play Venom, or I even see another Venom that actually does good. Okay, Venom is just pointless in this game, bro. He needs more damage, or he needs something else to him, or he just needs more on his ult, bro. Because like outside of that, he's just like Cap, where it's just like you're doing a bunch of just running around, staying on the point. You can't really secure kills, and you can't really protect your team. You're just kind of roaming around, trying to stall around, like. And the thing is with Cap too, Cap is really good with securing kills, again, just like VP, if no one's paying attention to you. If no one's paying attention to you and you do that little combo, you punch, animation cancel, throw your shield, and then do a bash, and then dive or whatever the case is, you can literally secure a kill really fast against support. If they allow it, though. That's the thing. They have to allow it. If they don't allow that, it's not gonna happen. Okay. It's usually if a team sucks, then those characters will shine a lot more. Cap will shine, BP will shine, stuff like that. But if you got a Thing and an Emma, you're just not doing anything with Cap most of the time. Even Venom, you're not doing anything either. They're very like lackluster characters because they made supports so overtuned, it's not even funny. With the amount of main support ults, again, I keep saying that is such a problem. They need to fix. Again, give Cloak and Dagger another ult where she like throws out a big dome that's like darkens the entire area, and then in that area you do more damage to everyone in that area or something like that, but it blinds everyone that enters the area. That could be cool too. Or give Mantis, I'm cool with Mantis ult. Mantis ult is fine. Give Invis where instead of like it heals everyone, it makes the entire team completely invisible. I don't know, something like that could be cool. Even if they enter in or they go out, it doesn't matter. Anyone of your teammates inside is invisible the entire time. Maybe it heals you a little bit, but nothing crazy, right? It should be like passive healing. But there's no reason why Luna gives you invincibility for 12 seconds, and then another invisible girl gives you like invincibility. I don't know if I'm saying that right, for a whole 10 seconds. But I hate that so much. Um, yeah, I mean, I think though another problem in this game too is going to be quick play. Quick play is at such a weird um I hate it. I just hate it because there's too many problematic characters in this game. First of all, people in quick play want to treat it like it's comp. They run the dumbest comps ever, okay? Just ever in general. They run I literally in a quick play game, I go against 3 support comps all the time. I out DPS someone, they just swap. They don't try to diff me, nothing like that. Same thing in rank. No one wants to try to diff you at all. They get killed 3 times, they swap to support and they just start, no, we're not doing this. We're gonna run 3 supports. And then you text in chat like y'all scared or whatever. They're like, they don't care. It's just so boring, bro. Like, win with style. Like, okay, I'm all for like, I understand, wanting to secure a win and all that. Okay, I get it. But like at a certain point, like people just be playing the most scaredest comps ever. It just makes no sense. Again, you'll be playing BP. You kill one person. They swap to Thing, Neymar, Hulk, and they just counter you completely. And even then, you'll still drop kills anyways. But it's like, bro, like, try to diff me or something like that. Like, why you gotta... And then here's the thing too. Okay, you'll go against another BP that's on the other team, and you're going against a Thing, a Neymar, a Hulk, and an Invisible Girl, and a Luna, and they're all out healing you, and you're still getting kills. Meanwhile, your team wants to play Jeff, wants to play, I don't know, Hawkeye or a Hella or something like just someone random where they, the other team's BP literally has the advantage that they can get a lot more kills, and you're going against an actual team comp, so it makes you look like you're doing bad regardless. Now I understand in a lot of comps you need to switch, whatever the case is, but most of the time too, it don't even be your fault. But it's like, and then your team will blame you. Oh, sorry. Here's what you'll be having, right? You'll have a Jeff, you'll have like an Adam or something like that, where it's like you don't have any main support ult, or you're not getting healed at all. But you go get the other BP, and the other BP is constantly getting healed. It's the same thing with Spider-Man, and that's annoying too, bro, in itself. So I really hate that. And the thing is, again, bro, Marvel Rivals is such a good game, and there's a lot of people that play it still because generally, bro, it's still a good game. It is. Everyone hates it, obviously, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They get tired of it. But it's like Fortnite, or it's like Overwatch. Like, it's going to take a while for people to actually, like, stop it with this game, okay? Because at the end of the day, the game is still a good game, okay, to a certain extent. It's still fun. When you get that win, it's still nice, okay? But a lot of players in this game destroy the game, and the devs are slowly destroying the game, where at a certain point people are gonna have some type of they're gonna get burnt out. That's the point of the game where it falls off. Whenever people get burnt out, the game has been good for so long, from season 0 to season 1, going to season 1.5, entering season 2 somewhat, the game was so good for so long that people still have hope for the devs to fix their game. So they'll still stick around. But after a certain point, they're going to get burnt out, where even when they do fix it, it's going to be like, oh, it's too late. It's too late for y'all to do something like that. It's the same thing with Overwatch. Overwatch took out, or Blizzard, they took so long to fix their game that the game is still coming back, and I play Overwatch a lot, but it's kind of a little too late. Can they get players back? Yes. And I hope that's not going to be the case in this game. But that was just some of the problems I had in general. I don't know if that's even 20. I said a lot, bro. I'm not going to lie. Of course, we have other problems like queuing up with only 3 people. I don't know why they made that change. That's stupid. Or no one wants to communicate in ranked games. Everyone just stays quiet. Or even people that like they play a DPS and then it turns out they were a lore Strange or a lore Hook or a lore Mag or something like that, and they decide not to play it. You know what I mean? They decide to play some other DPS that they've never played before, or only have 2 hours on, something like that. So for me, bro, I mean, I love this game still. I think it's still a good game overall, but these are a lot of things that I hate about this game, and hopefully some of the things they fix. I know it's not going to happen, and they're not going to fix a lot of stuff, because I feel like if they would have done it, they would have done it already. You know what I mean? Like, again, why are they keep going against the people that are, again, I'm not saying they need to listen to the streamers and to the devs and whatever, or sorry, to the TikTokers that are making all these clips, but I feel like at this point, universally, there's a lot of people in this game saying the same issue that they refuse to fix. And I feel like that is when it becomes a problem. But yeah, man, that was it, bro. Like I said, I don't want the video to go too long, and I feel like I probably had it go for too long at this point, but outside of that, man, I'll just
Bad there. What's up?
GG's.
Reminiscing, never been different. I never know when I'm still been nauseous and I'm coughing up on my conscience. Never talking about her, I see the comments.
Okay.
But I'm a star, so you see me like the comments.